I am so mad that y'all didn't learn that. Did you rehearse the TikTok?
If we didn't do it, you know Pete didn't do it. So like, all right.
I know the slow one, then you just do some crazy ass dance after. But that's about it.
See,
when did she send it? When did she send
it? The first time I sent it
a
couple of weeks ago.
Don't persuade him.
I ain't persuading the mother thing. Ooh, it's hotter than a pot in a crack house today. Oh, baby.
You realize I chose to sit next to Tavia? I'm not trying to get my ass beat.
Came here to say who won it from the jump. Came here to say get exactly what you want. Came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, we live, you know. We came here to say that you don't really want it with us. Yeah, the sports show.
Apparently, 70% of women say they won't date a man with an Android.
What?
That's so stupid.
It's not necessarily stupid. It's factual. That just shows that you're cheap.
Android phones are
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Yeah. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen?
Tavia in the bag in BK today.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 150 of the Yerrr. What?
Hold
Matt?
that thought. Obama phones, right? It's Android phones. I'm just saying.
Are they flip phones? I have never seen an Obama phone ever.
No, it's like them little Nokia shits, right?
They upgraded.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, because they used to be flip phones.
And they could touchscreen now.
Right.
No service. Service is trash.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to episode 150 of the Yerrr Sports Show. I am your host, Big Baby, a.k.a. the soul of R&B.
He has an Obama phone.
And yo.
We just started.
We just started. And to the left of me.
Or cricket.
Within striking range of the queen.
We have the voice of a generation, Pete Rosado.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Out here in Brooklyn, repping as I have to, the Bronx boy in Brooklyn. I'm in enemy territory.
In strike
today.
distance.
Enemy territory today.
If you get robbed, I'm not saving you.
And to the
Why do you think I didn't take the trade?
Not wearing that hoodie.
That's true. And to the far left, we have BK Matt.
I was at a family barbecue. Happy to be home. What's up?
Welcome home.
Thank you.
And the star of the show.
This is true.
Air Infinity. 25K Tay. Miss I Do What I Want.
When I want.
Latte James.
Latte James.
Standing on
A.K.A. Queen Tay.
What's going on, everybody? Just so you know, it's hotter than a pot in a crack house today on the Yerrr Sports Show. I am hungry. I am tired. I was on time. Matt is sitting here. He got Jerry curls hanging out the back of his cap.
Shout out to Easy E.
Pete came in here looking like he just came off of January 6th.
What?
Damn.
You know, I went and got a haircut for y'all because we was going to be live and on camera. Okay, and I got to come and take this abuse.
I sent them a TikTok on September 7th. I sent them a TikTok on September 7th. Yes. I sent them a TikTok 2 weeks ago, and I sent them a refresher last night. Guess who rehearsed this TikTok to get it down pat?
Joe Jackson.
None of them.
I don't even have TikTok.
But you can still rehearse the TikTok. I'm trying to increase viewership for the show. I'm sitting here trying to realize different metrics to get us to where we need to be. And guess who's taking it serious?
I mean, it's not my fault.
Guess who's taking it serious?
Joe Jackson?
Nobody.
Right.
Joe Jackson.
Nobody's taking it serious.
It's hard to increase viewership when Matt looked like Dave Chappelle, blonde KKK leader.
You talk about who looking like what? You walked in here with your jeans from 2004 and a hoodie.
That's right. I got my Jordache on.
You looking like you just left a lacrosse match. talking about you just came out of traffic and you was late.
Staten Island traffic is terrible.
Talking about you late.
Okay.
Talk about where were you on January 6th. I'm about to open up a probe. Okay.
I was
Talk
at
about
work.
you got hair hanging out the back of your hat.
I do.
Okay.
I do.
I was about to start tea time and being something sentimental, talking about my brothers, how happy I am to be here, and all stuff like that. Now, y'all ain't getting shit. Start the show. Start the show.
She went from peppermint tea to black
Start
tea
the
real
show.
quick.
The show is starting.
We live.
Start my show.
We live.
Start my show.
You know what?
Yesterday.
I didn't. You see how y'all lying on my name already. You
didn't
see,
lie.
I told
You
y'all
lied.
I was coming here standing on business.
Am I on-
I told y'all that y'all talk all this mess. Y'all ain't seen me in about 2 years. I told y'all that y'all gotta
But
be
she
careful.
sent it yesterday.
Was yesterday the first time I sent it?
I'm just.
Was yesterday the first time I sent it?
She asking y'all.
Was yesterday the first time I sent it, Matt?
So Pete just gonna.
Was yesterday? Because Pete know that yesterday was not the first time that I sent it.
Don't look over here.
A
man.
lot of
I ain't
omission.
seen
A
this
lot
breaking
of
news on
omission is still a lie.
Said yesterday.
No, now see
A
this
lot
breaking
of
news on
omission is still a
ESPN.
lie. Is it or is it not?
I'm just saying I can't learn a dance routine overnight. I'm not Omarion.
Now you know.
I'm
now
not.
you know.
That's why
It's
you
been a
want your
it's been
braids.
a while
That's why
since
you
the
want your
backup
braids
dance
back.
on
Shut up.
That's why you want your
Shut up.
braids back.
Shut up.
That's why you
Shut
want your
up.
braids back.
Now he get on the group chat at 5 in the morning to talk about he want his braids back, knowing that his hairline is pushed as far back as Aaron Rodgers' Achilles tendon, right? His hairline is as far back as Joe Flacco's age, right? But he want his want his braids back. But you get on the group chat and go tell us that twice, but you couldn't sit there and look at it. All right, you know
See,
what?
in my
I ain't gonna talk no more. I ain't gonna talk no more. I ain't gonna talk no more. I ain't gonna talk no more.
I had a stomach bug.
I ain't gonna talk no more.
So I mean, still. Pete, why you ain't learn the routine?
You think I know how to dance? Anything other
I
than
told
Spanish
you
music?
know how to dance. You
Yeah,
talking
but he's
about
from
something
the
you got more
Bronx.
flavor than we do.
I can dance. I can dance bachata, salsa, and merengue. That's it. That's it.
But you can't go like this. You can't go like this. You can't go like this.
I can do all that.
Like, I don't ask y'all for nothing. I don't ask y'all for nothing. Y'all could learn one 10-second routine for
I
me.
can't say my.
I learned one of them. The other ones I didn't know.
And then he talking.
I'm just. I thought we was gonna do the with the flashy lights.
We still gonna
That
do
one
that.
I know how to do.
All right,
thought
we
that's
still
what she
gonna
said
do
she
that one
wanted
too.
us
But
to
we
do.
gonna. But you know what? Y'all gonna muster it up and y'all gonna try.
Mustard.
Let me tell you something. Today starts my villain era.
Oh shit.
I'm in my Daenerys.
Started?
Yeah,
Today?
I'm in my Mad Queen era, and it starts today.
So that means you was happy for the last 4 years. That's what you're telling me.
Today starts my Mad Queen era.
Oh shit.
I'm in my villain era.
I'm scared if today is
I'm
the
on-
start of the villain era. I
Today-
thought we were in the midst of the villain era.
No,
Right.
I was in my kind era.
I woke up this morning a Christian.
I was in my Glinda the Good Queen era.
And then there was
Under the
one
good
point I
queen?
thought about
Yeah.
being a Jehovah's Witness, and she's talking about some. She's been.
Knock, knock, bitch, I'm home.
Jesus.
All right. Well,
I just.
we're gonna go straight into Tavia's tea time.
I just.
We just had it.
No, we didn't.
I'm hungry.
We didn't. We didn't. So Tavia,
We get tacos after this. I'm just saying, it's right down the.
What
They got
Tavia?
mad
What's for
food
tea
trucks.
time today?
Mad of them.
Yeah, I have a bunch of food trucks.
Burial
over here.
tacos. And that's how you say it, right, Pete? Burial.
Why are you asking Pete how
He's
to say
Spanish.
tacos? But no, you see how he's being racist already? We just started the show.
He should have never wore the hoodie.
But at
what
the end
you
of
want
the day,
me to do?
Mexicans and Puerto Ricans are two different types of Spanish people.
Yeah, because they darker. Mexicans are darker, right?
But you see how he being racist, Pete?
You being mad racist.
That's racist.
Yeah. Hella racist.
Because Mexicans are in Mexico, Puerto Ricans are a part of the is a part of the United States of
Which
America.
one? takes
Unfortunately,
over
we're
the
part of the
Bronx?
United
Yeah,
States
I
of
know.
America,
Which
right?
part owns the Bronx the most?
Puerto
They
Rico.
both do, right?
Figure
Puerto
that.
Rico.
There's a lot of Mexicans in the Bronx now.
Well, but Puerto Rico, a lot of Puerto Ricans, there's major Puerto Rican areas. Like when you talk about like Puerto Ricans coming to New York at Barrio, the east side on 100th Street and stuff like that, major Puerto Rican enclave. And then the Bronx became major Puerto Rican enclave as well. The North Bronx became more Dominican, which then led into Washington Heights and Dykeman and all that other stuff. But when you talk about the Bronx, right, primarily Puerto Rican, though you do have a good mix of Latin cultures in the Bronx.
My ex is Dominican. I don't remember what part of the Bronx she was in.
but the Inwood is a lot.
Yeah.
It's Dominican now.
So hold on, what
Oh,
about
yeah.
Washington Heights?
That's primarily all. That's basically Little DR.
Yeah.
That's basically Little DR.
basically Little
But the thing is that the boundaries of like Harlem,
Best ever.
but the boundaries of like Harlem and Washington Heights have changed over the years. Because when I was growing up, Harlem was always the teens of the hundreds, all the way up to at least the 170s, 180s, right? And Washington Heights didn't start till you got like past 180 something, right?
Where the hell is
Now they consider Washington Heights to start in like the 160s.
They try to gentrify that area now.
Trying.
Well, it's because Columbia University keeps pushing up and up and up on the west side.
Sure is.
Like Columbia now has campus buildings on like 125th Street. Like if you go to 125th and Broadway,
Look,
they literally have a
Nobody
whole
can see-
campus buildings.
My fan base wants to see the page.
Oh,
So unprofessional. Damn it.
you should have known that when
Now I
we
feel like
walked
I'm
in.
in
There
a
wasn't
car
coffee here.
Shut up, Dre. Shut
I
up.
didn't hear what you said.
Oh, good.
But
Leave it at that.
Tavia, what's for tea today?
Well, we're gonna reflect.
Okay.
Right.
You got a nose ring?
It's fake.
Uh-huh.
I'm corporate. I can't have a real nose.
What the fuck?
You know, the first thing I want to talk about for tea time, right?
Yes.
A late breaking development. Pete may know a little bit more information about this than me, but Russell Wilson kind of took to Twitter last night and was kind of discussing, not really, but it was a little press conference talking about how they want him to restructure his contract or be benched. Right. So I kind of want to understand what you guys think about this. Me personally, I feel like he shouldn't relent. I don't think he should retire. I feel like this is a mob shakedown by the Denver Broncos, and I feel like
Think it's racist.
you see, I wasn't gonna go that far to say racist. Some people are saying like Russell Wilson isn't Sean Payton's type of quarterback,
Like Drew Brees.
like Drew Brees. Drew Brees' last couple of years on the New Orleans Saints, they really didn't do much, but they weren't as bad as the Denver Broncos.
Right.
The Denver Broncos have been looking pretty good over the past couple of games, but they were looking pretty abysmal over the past couple of seasons. But I do feel like this is a public embarrassment of Russell Wilson, and I don't feel like this is fair. I do feel like if you brought him there, pay him his money and let him go about his way. I don't feel like he should relent and let them restructure his contract. So how do you guys feel about that?
Well, just for clarification, the discussions with the Broncos and Russell Wilson happened after the October 29th win against Kansas City. So this happened very, very long ago. Chiefs, it was Denver's first win over the Chiefs in a couple of years, and it brought Denver's record to 3-5. I think they then went on like a 3 or 4 game winning streak, and then they lost 3 of their last 4, right? And basically the guarantee that they want Russell to work on is they asked him about waiving a guarantee. So he signed a 5-year, $242.6 million contract in 2022. It would guarantee. So he's already guaranteed $39 million for next year, whether he's on Denver or not.
That's if he passed the.
No. He's guaranteed
That's guaranteed.
39, whether he's on Denver or not next year. That cannot be changed. But what they wanted him to waive was a $37 million guarantee if he could not pass a physical on the 5th day of March. So if by the time we got to March 5th,
Weird-ass stipulation.
if he passes the physical, he doesn't get the $37 million up front. That becomes his salary for 2025.
Okay.
But if he can't pass a physical on March 5th, he gets his 2025 salary guaranteed up front in 2024.
Okay.
And what they asked him to do was waive that guarantee, right? And they were willing to play him for the rest of the year. And basically, he said no.
Are they even in the playoffs?
They had a chance to be in the playoffs. And now that they're basically mathematically somewhat eliminated, they still have an outside chance. But even though they are mathematically somewhat eliminated from the playoffs, they've now benched Russell Wilson for the rest of the year. Now, the thing is, from Denver's side, this is smart, right? If he doesn't play the last 2 meaningless games of the year, right? Let's say he plays in these last 2 games. They lose both games, and he so happens to get hurt.
Right.
Now, not only are they already on the hook for $39 million, which is guaranteed, whether he's on Denver or not, now they're on the hook for possibly another $37 million if he can't pass a physical on March 5th.
Okay.
Right? So their thought process was, listen, waive the guarantee, we'll play you for the rest of the year because then it doesn't matter if you get hurt or not, you'll just get that money in 2025 instead of up front. He said no, so they said, okay, we're going to sit you because it makes no sense to play you and risk the possibility of you getting hurt in what could be 2 meaningless games and then us be on the hook for $37 million, especially if Denver is thinking of moving on from Russell Wilson.
Which they plan on doing in what?
That seems to
Early
be
as March.
the big rumor. The big rumor seems to be they're going to move on
That ain't a
from
rumor.
Russell Wilson.
That ain't a rumor. Sean Payton don't like Russell Wilson. And honestly, Russell Wilson is not Drew Brees, and we all know that. I mean, granted, he's been playing fair to good for like the majority of this season, but he's still kind of being crucified for what he did last year. And his attitude and how he carried that franchise when he first got there, he rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. And I don't think his team really
Why
believes in
is
him.
that?
Huh?
Why is that?
You asking me? I ain't in that locker room.
Why did he rub the people the wrong way?
Well, from what I was hearing, he was a little prima donna. You know.
Well, it doesn't help when you like want to run the show and then the ship starts sinking, right? When you get looked at as the captain, you're making demands. Okay, I have a corner office. I want to trade for these players.
why.
I want to do this.
Please explain.
I want to have a training program like this, stuff like that. This is all the stories we were hearing coming out, not only of Denver but just by the media in general. These are the stories we were hearing in
I
Denver.
find that so bizarre.
And then Denver had a shit year.
That came out.
Which I would crucify Aaron Rodgers for if he demanded it. Russell Wilson.
He did demand, but the thing is too, you wouldn't hear that. You wouldn't hear those stories come out if everything was good.
In Green
Right.
Bay, you would.
If Denver was winning last year,
You wouldn't
and
have
all
heard
those
that.
right, and all those things were happening, everybody would be like, "Yo, we'll give you whatever you want because
Exactly.
we're winning." But they were losing and they were falling fast, and they hired Sean Payton out of retirement, and you know Sean Payton ain't gonna come out of retirement for nothing.
They gave Sean Payton
Should've went to the
basically full powers.
He really should have went to the Chargers.
They gave bro full power to do whatever he wants to do. Keep it funky. Russell Wilson is not his type of quarterback,
He's not his type of quarterback.
and it's fine. It
It's
is
not in the
okay.
right system.
It is okay.
And I'm not saying that as far as race.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sean Payton can't save everybody.
No,
bro.
yeah,
That's just
I
my
wasn't
thing.
thinking. I wasn't thinking race either.
Yeah, I'm
I
thinking
think
it's
it's
system.
more of
I
the
think it's race.
system.
I think it's race.
Drew Brees was not a mobile quarterback.
We know that,
Drew Brees had a rocket for an arm,
but he knew
and
how to
was a
stand.
game-
He knew how to stay in the pocket,
right.
which Russell Wilson does not.
No,
But
it's
Russell
not that he
Wilson is
doesn't
a
know
ball.
how to stay in the pocket, but he like Patrick
No, but what-
Mahomes
But
doesn't
what I mean
have
by
to stay in the pocket.
what I mean by he doesn't like staying in the pocket, he's always on red, and he holds on the ball way too long.
I think
so
the
he
last
gets
couple seasons, he has held the ball too long. The
But when
flip
you're
side of that is that-
155 years old in football years,
Who you talking about,
after
Russell Wilson?
yes,
Yeah.
Oh, we're
and after
listen,
playing
coming
in
to
a
that now.
very aggressive, that Seattle Seahawks system is a very aggressive system.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? And they, coming off of that, playing in a certain system for all those years, coming into this system now, I'm not, like I said, I don't make any excuses for anybody else. I'm not making any excuses for Russell Wilson. He is an old quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say he's a whack-ass quarterback. That's not fair to say, because at the end of the day, when you line him up against the Drew Breeses, against the Aaron Rodgers, they all have the same thing in common.
I don't think they would have gave the ball to Beast Mode though. Just throwing that out there.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, and that's but that's the thing about
but you know, they
Seattle,
only
right?
went there, but Aaron Rodgers only went there once. He went there twice.
I will say this about Seattle.
Rodgers
I mean,
would
and
get
this
the
is
ball to
where
Beast
this
Yeah.
is where unfortunately sometimes
Look,
when
at least he went there twice.
when you play professional sports and you are able to compile winning records and you're able to compile certain resumes, especially in team sports, there are a lot of players that forget you're not the star, right? Russell Wilson was not the driving force behind Seattle's winning.
That defense was.
It was the defense and Marshawn Lynch. He got short field position a lot of times. He was able to give the ball to Marshawn Lynch, and all those things were there for him to be successful, right? Pete Carroll, while he has been somewhat successful with Seattle since Russell Wilson left, he hasn't been as successful since that team broke apart. And even when that defense started being taken apart because of money issues, we started to see Seattle falter. So Pete Carroll knew he wasn't the star, because you see a lot of coaches do this too. A lot of coaches go to a team, they lead a team to a couple of winning seasons, they look really, really good, and then they try to parlay that into something else. You see coordinators do this all the time. Great defenses, great offenses. They try to parlay that into a head coaching job, and then they fall flat on their face.
Exactly.
Patricia.
Yeah, they fall flat on their face because they're not the star. It's the other players that are there. The Legion of Boom defense.
Dable.
Yep. Well, no. No.
Sorry.
No.
Love you.
I actually, and here's the funny thing: when the Russell Wilson stories came out,
Oops.
and I'm actually glad Tavia moved over because I might get hit for this one. When the Russell Wilson stories came out, and they were talking about Denver moving on from Russell Wilson, I legitimately said one of the teams. No,
you said that in your head.
One of the teams that should look into bringing him in as a gap quarterback for a year or two could be the New York Giants, because Brian Daboll knows what it is to play with quarterbacks like Russell Wilson. Josh Allen's skill set in Buffalo is very similar to Russell Wilson's skill set.
100%, I agree with you. You're right.
I agree with you, but let me tell you something though.
Josh Allen's pissing me off.
The Denver Broncos had no business giving Russell Wilson that. I said this from then.
Yeah.
To be honest with you, you guys were riding the Denver Broncos wave. As big of a fan, I'm talking about Pete.
Oh.
As big of a fan,
Wait a minute.
as big of a fan as I am, I'm a Russell Wilson mark. You guys know this. I feel like he is husband extraordinaire, father extraordinaire, role model extraordinaire. You get what I'm saying? I am a Russell. I think he is black excellence. I think he is amazing, right? But as big of a Russell Wilson fan as I am, I could not fathom, the same way I could not fathom the New York Jets giving these weathered quarterbacks who are 175 years old
Gotta take a shot.
all this money.
It works for Vinny Testaverde. It worked with Vinny Testaverde.
Okay, whatever.
That was my
But at
guy.
the end of the day, right? They gave him the keys to the kingdom. You give him all this money, right? How is he not going to expect running this type of training program? And then you're going to give him this money and then say, oh, well, you can't be a prima donna. Well, we're going to give you this, but you can't do that.
Curly hair.
Like, you talking Frankie Lyman?
I'm just saying.
You talking
Again,
Frankie
Tay,
Lyman?
you know, winning
You
cures all.
talking S curls?
Just saying.
You sitting there, you talking?
You know, winning.
You talking 1997 in the box?
Look, I'll be sure.
I would listen, but take it to the corporate field, Tavia, right?
Yeah.
If in a business setting, in a corporate setting, somebody had this big idea like, hey, we should start moving business in this way.
Yeah.
And they were like, okay, and the team and the business said, okay, cool, run it.
Either
And
you
it was
commit
being successful.
or you don't.
Right. If it was being successful, though,
Yeah.
right, nobody's going to say nothing if there's a couple of bumps in the road
Of
if at the
course
end of
not.
the day it's successful.
But it went off the rails. But who
Right.
do you? But the thing is, at the end of the day, who do you blame? Because was Denver designed to win?
No.
They had a good
wasn't.
defense.
They had a good defense.
They had a decent
good
defense.
defense.
But
And some young receivers.
What did they have on all? But what they
Right.
didn't really have. I didn't feel like they were designed to win.
I blame
I
it
don't
on the
think so
coaching,
either.
and I blame it on Russell Wilson not knowing when to throw the ball. I feel like that's what's plagued him his whole career.
He did not fit into that system at all.
What system does he fit
I'm
into?
talking, but not that one.
He fits into
Obviously
a system.
not that one.
He fits into a system that has a good offensive line, has a good running back that can take pressure off the receivers and pressure off the quarterback.
Talking about Miami?
I don't think he needs high level receivers because he showed in Seattle he didn't need high level receivers. He only had what maybe 2 years with Metcalf, 1 or 2 years. Because Metcalf came around the end of Russell Wilson's time in Seattle. I think his best receiver when he was in Seattle was what, Tyler Lockett?
I think it's 3.
And to be
Might be
honest with
3,
you,
might be
up
4.
until the last, Seattle was still very much in the playoff run until the last maybe 1 or 2 seasons that Russell Wilson was
getting
there.
killed.
Yeah.
Getting killed.
Maybe the last season.
Leading the league in sacks, getting killed. And that's what I'm saying. It's been plaguing him his whole career.
I wouldn't say the whole career.
Boy, he
But
always
the
gets hit.
I would say the last season.
Last season, he was pretty much DOA.
And
I fix that.
all right. So with that being said, I just feel like he needs to take his money.
Absolutely. Take his money.
Look, take your money and retire.
I think there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be interested in bringing in a Russell Wilson.
The Giants.
Tampa Bay, if they decide to move on from Baker Mayfield.
I don't think they should. And that pains me to fucking say because I don't give a fuck about Baker Mayfield.
Vegas, Vegas might look to bring
They
him
definitely
in.
need him.
Vegas might
But
look
I
to
do
bring him
not
in.
feel like he fits in that system at
But they
all.
got Josh Jacobs, a really good running back that's very underrated.
Yeah.
Right? If they
The
can,
Giants need him
the
more.
Giants could use him as a gap quarterback depending on what their draft
have a
Because
position
they
is.
need to move away from Danny. I'm sorry. We
Johnny,
need to-
I mean, I feel
And
like
I'm
the
sorry,
Giants got a
DeVito
better
ain't
line
the
than-
answer, right? DeVito's not the answer.
Ain't that
No,
your
he
boy?
had his win sanity moment, and that was it. Like,
That's your boy, right?
yeah.
he had his win
It's
sanity.
over.
It's over. I like Danny, but when he was playing, I was like, I don't care. Like, I really don't
He
care.
reminds me of America's Best Value, Jimmy Garoppolo.
Yeah,
Oh, no.
yeah. It's like you're here. He's
Wait, where the fuck is Jimmy G?
He's in Vegas.
He's in Vegas. That's why they
yeah.
need another quarterback because
They-
Garoppolo's
Y'all
not
fucking-
doing.
They- I
he got
think-
hurt.
I think
Vegas
Vegas could look into him. I almost thought Indianapolis, but I forgot Anthony Richardson is coming back.
You
next
know who
year.
should actually look into him,
said
and
the Jets, I'ma
and
throw this for
and I
you.
really don't want to like say it because it's true. But you guys, the Jets need to look into him.
No, I say what the Jets.
Oh, why?
need-
Because
no.
Aaron Rodgers is going to come and save the day.
No, I think what the Jets need to do is the Jets need to worry about drafting an offensive line and drafting a quarterback for the future because Rodgers is only going to have
You
maybe a
guys
year or
draft
two.
like the Knicks.
Probably like
So like,
I will say
I don't
though,
say that. I won't say that. 'cause-
I will stay in that division
No.
though. I will stay in that
Because we
division.
drafted our defense and we drafted our skill players. So
And
I wouldn't say that we
you
draft
know who
bad.
could bring him in?
wow, like for 3 years, for the last
That's
3
better
years,
than the fucking Knicks. When's the last time they had a good ass draft? Never. Never.
Charlie Ward?
Charlie
maybe?
Ward,
Yeah.
the best quarterback in New York was Charlie Ward.
I
and he
think
played for the Knicks.
The funny thing is staying in that division though. New England could bring him in. New England doesn't have anybody.
I don't know how Bill
Belichick ain't gonna be there. Belichick ain't gonna be there.
After this season, he's
Now,
gone.
an interesting team that I saw brought up that could be interesting. Washington. The Commanders could bring him in because Magic and that new ownership team might be looking to make a splash, might be looking to do something different.
Right.
They might move on from Ron Rivera, which I think would be a stupid idea because I think Ron Rivera has actually changed the culture there in Washington for the better from what it was.
Well, shit.
But they traded their best defensive player to the best team in the NFL and didn't really get nothing back for it. So
Another team that could look into
Okay,
him.
this is not Tavia's tea time anymore. Let's go back. Thank you very much.
Rams.
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Stafford for Wilson.
you started it. You started the conversation.
Sorry. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, she messed this, she started the conversation.
I did.
11
What? I
and
messed
then
what?
like, nah, this
I
ain't-
did
this
what?
ain't-
Sorry.
Oh man.
Go-
Mad hungry. I passed mad food trucks to get here.
all I know is that I just want some brains, and I'm 44 years old, and I just want to wear
34.
brains.
34. We can't
Oh,
all
I
be
know.
58 and fabulous.
Yeah. Well, let me be.
that is true. That is true.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Tavia's Tea Time, when it's your girl, the Queen, reporting from here, there, everywhere. They totally hijacked my segment. I don't
I'd
even know
like
what.
to. I'd like to see you interrupt Tay.
I didn't even say
like
that.
you interrupt me.
It's your girl, the Queen, reporting from here, there, everywhere. Today, we're going to talk about 2023 and our reflections, right? I want to know, guys, what is the biggest lesson you learned this year, and what are you hoping for 2024? We're going to start with you, Dre.
No, I think we should start with that.
Yeah?
You sure you
Yeah.
want to go that route?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let me calm down a little bit.
That's why I want to start with Dre. That's why I want to start with Dre. Because it feels like this is going to turn into a therapy session.
It shouldn't. It shouldn't.
I haven't updated my license.
Yeah.
Yo. One of the biggest things I learned this year is just to be more selfless. I give and give and give to people, and I'm big on the energy being returned back. And a lot of times the energy isn't returned back, and people just you really see who people really are when you need them, when you need somebody the most, and just for the most part, like just you gotta be more selfish. Not with y'all, I love y'all, but just with a lot of circles around me, a lot of people around me, This year has been a bit of a year for sure for everybody. Between a lot of stuff going on, work wise, I had a change in my not department. I had to change the scenery at my job. No longer in customer service. I'm in customer ops now. Not forward facing with any customers anymore. Thank the Lord. But it was a change. I felt like I wasn't being challenged at the beginning of this year. At the halfway point of this year, my new challenge began, and I'm happy that I was able to, to do it. But going into this next year, just being hungrier more, not just physically hungrier. Sorry, guys.
You sound hungry. I'm like, fuck them damn tacos. Man.
Oh, I'm sorry, y'all.
Right down.
My bad. And getting more to the grind. I think this year, the last 2 years, I'm gonna say, I wasn't at my best when it comes to grinding a lot of things that I wanted to do. But next year, yeah, we're gonna turn it up a little bit, turn it up the notch a little bit.
Pete?
Oh man. I think with 2023, I think I've had a lot of this year has been a lot of me reflecting on just being upset at a lot of things, right? So I didn't accomplish as much in the first 36 years of my life that I've always felt like I should have or I wanted to, things like that. And some of it for good reason, right? Some of it for good reason. Just things were not in the cards in certain ways. I prioritized certain things over other things. And it is what it is. At the end of the day, like bills got to get paid and stuff. And sometimes you can't, go after your passions as hard as you want to because you have to go after your responsibilities.
Right.
But a lot of those things weigh heavy on me because I sit there, and I think I share like one of the biggest fears that everybody has. You never know when it's over, right? You never know when that last day comes. And I think I've always lived with one foot kind of already going towards that direction and then scared of just like, well, what am I missing out on or what have I not done? And I think just being happy with what I have, knowing that I do want more and I do want to continue to shoot for more, but not feeling so upset. I feel like a lot of the things that I've always felt disappointed about or upset about, like I always feel like I miss out or I don't do enough or I could be doing more and things like that. And sometimes I don't. Many times I don't just enjoy the moments, and I don't just enjoy what I have in front of me. And I think it's one of those things where moving forward in 2024, it's one of those things I want to start doing. Like I do want to continue to start looking at how do I expand and doing certain things. Like how do I expand doing commentary and running my company and all that other stuff and what I'm already doing, but not feeling like missing out on things is the end of the world for me. Because I've always felt that way. When I miss out on something, I'm just like, man, I should be doing that or I could be doing that. And I know I could be and I should be, but like maybe it's okay that I'm not. And I think that's been a hard one for me to swallow for 30 plus years. Just like it's okay to be okay where you are and not lament over where you're not.
That was good.
Yeah, I agree.
Shit, you saying being comfortable where you are? I ain't gonna hold you. 2023, I was not comfortable. But I want to say towards the middle part, I really started being comfortable with who I am as a person and where I got to. Because 2022 was a shit year. 2020, we all know was a shit year. So it was like I spent 2023 getting back to the person that I was before all of those dark clouds was over me. So finding out who I was as a person is a plus. Being comfortable with who that person is, where he's at now and where he's gonna go, that's the goal going into 2024. And stop being steadfast and being safe. It's time to take risks on a lot of things. It's time to like do things that I enjoy doing without, the thought process of what can go left. Just say fuck it and do it. Have fun, enjoy it. I'm 34. I'm still young in my mind. I'm still young. Shut up, Tay. I see the look. I know I'm getting old. I got it. The gray hair, I saw it this morning. Killed me. But
You still want braids?
yeah.
Right.
But just being comfortable with the fact that it ain't over yet. Like, I'm not dead. I ain't nowhere close to being dead.
Thank God.
I'm up. Kids is healthy. I'm in a way better space than I was a year prior. So the goal is to keep moving forward. So, yeah. But what about you?
I'm absolutely perfect. There's nothing I need to change.
Jesus
There's
Christ,
nothing
Tay.
I need to work on. There is nothing. I just need to get older, finer, and wiser.
And stay in the house.
Me and you both know she ain't staying in the house.
Look.
Outside Tay is fun Tay.
Fuck that. Nah. 2023, I had 3 words. It was kindness, confidence, and opulence. I wanted to lead in kindness in everything that I did. And I realized in leading with kindness, I allowed myself to be too kind. I allowed myself to understand people too much. And I started to allow too much things to pass in ways in which were not comfortable with me. I never lose sight of myself because I'm always really self-aware. I know things that I am not comfortable with, as opposed to, I think I let things slip and slide a little bit too much because I try my best to always understand people, understand that, we are all complex and complicated things. I understand that, we are all a sum of trauma. We all face our own demons and all stuff like that. I say all this to say, this year, and I mean this, you are going to see me at my most delusional, at my most mad, and at my most loving myself.
Delusion?
Yes.
Why delusional?
Because I am going to love myself the most grandiose that I've ever.
Me and you both.
I feel like
We deserve it.
I have gone through so much. I feel like I've sacrificed so much. And I've allowed myself, I have not loved myself enough. And I've allowed people to treat me in a way that is beneath that love. That I should love myself enough. And I say that to say, like, I am stepping into my villain era, and I mean that shit. Like, you are not wasting my time. If it doesn't make me happy, if it's not healthy for me, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially, it does not serve me. And that means in friendships, that means financially, that means romantically, that means wholeheartedly. My daughter's going to be 16. She's looking at me now more than ever. And she's now figuring herself out as a young woman. And she's looking to me as her guide. So I can't be reckless with the decisions that I'm making for myself because I can not only think for me, I have to think for her. And I can't allow anybody to speak to me in a manner in which I don't speak to myself. Treat me in a manner that I don't treat myself. I have to love on myself the way I love on everybody else. And I feel like I'm in a space in my life. I'm about to be 40 years old in a month. In exactly a month, basically. And I love myself. And I have to be my most unapologetic. And I want that for you guys too. Life is so short.
Right.
We don't have a guaranteed amount of years. We don't have a guaranteed amount of this. Yeah. So we owe it to ourselves to be. Look how quick 4 years went by.
Yeah.
Boy.
And look at everything we've gone through in those 4 years. When I stepped into this show 4 years ago, I was a completely different person. I could have not fathomed where life would have taken me from 4 years when you guys first met me in person to now. It changes like that.
We went through
So
that
we
together,
all-
too. It's the
we-
crazy shit.
We all went through it together.
Yeah.
So we owe it to ourselves. To whatever you feel your best version of your life is, you chase that shit. I'm always gonna chase it. Cause that's how I'm wired. But nobody is gonna bare minimum me. Nobody's gonna speak to me in a manner in which is beneath my worth. And that includes myself. And I don't want that for none of y'all. So that's what, and I'm going to be me at my most delusional. This is my villain era. This is my mad queen era. This is it. That's where I'm at.
She's been mad for 4
Mad
years.
Queen era.
The mad queen era.
But she's been mad for 4 years. now.
No.
No.
You ain't seen it.
Tay's not wrong.
Yo, Tay brought up something that was really interesting last night. Actually, last night was the first recording of first time we recorded the Yerrr Sports Show. It was the the pilot. It was the pilot episode, quote unquote. It was we had 2 pilots because the show was like 3 hours long, so I broke it up into 2 episodes. But
That was the pilot, right?
that was the pilot.
Oh,
So
geez.
going from there to here, it's crazy because again, not a lot of people know, or they probably do because they've only a lot of our people who watch the show have probably mainly seen us remote. But I don't remember the last time. It was at least 4 years ago, or close to 3.5 at this point, that we were all in the studio because we stopped going.
The 25th.
Of
No. Was it the 25th or was it the 25th or the 50th?
it was the 25th.
It was
It had
25th.
The 50th.
The last time we recorded in studio was in August of 2020.
Yeah, anywhere between the 25th and the 50th episode.
Oh, that was when Pete came on.
Yeah.
Pete came on for one. You were there for you were in studio for a couple of those.
Yeah, the last episode we did in studio was the episode where after the show, Tay officially welcomed me.
Yeah.
And that was the last one that we did. We were supposed to go back into the studio the next time, and then we couldn't for reasons, and then it just never ended up
The
happening.
last time I was in the studio was the
When we talked about Jamaican
Jamaican
jelly.
fans.
Jealousy. Yo.
Oh man.
There's a lot of episodes that we've done that I wish not even just the full 150, but the little side shows. The first Tavius Tea Time I wish was in the studio. The face off between you guys for the end of Pick 5, which is still a tight race, but again, as everybody knows,
every fucking season. Except for that
what's going to happen
shit last year. I don't know what the fuck
Pete
that was.
I needed. Listen, last year.
And I almost took Pete too.
Listen, last year I was on my Olajuwon. I was like, Jordan retired. I'm getting my chip when I can, and that's it.
and then Jordan almost came back.
Right.
Chinese hackers. That's what it was.
Yeah,
That's
it was-
literally
yeah,
what-
it was the Chinese hackers.
And I
That's
came
right.
back, and I was coming, and I came back towards the end.
Jordan-
And I will say
Jordan ran
this:
into the
not only
Magic
did
at the end,
Tavia,
bro.
not only is Tavia beasting on Pick 5, but you, who was mauling everybody in fantasy this year, lose in the first round of the playoffs
What in
to Tay
what?
and on our fantasy teams.
Bro, I didn't even know if y'all
Yo,
were paying attention to that. And I
You
stopped
was
paying attention.
mauling, yo.
I'm not gonna lie. I stopped paying attention to it because I looked at everybody. I'm like,
Stop, because I'm about to win and now nobody paid attention, right? So here's what happened. Okay. No.
I ain't checked that in like since week 3.
Right. I know she didn't check it because I played Tay like 4 times.
Right.
Beat the hell out of her every
You
time
was
I
mauling
played.
I did
everybody.
that, I did
Every
think.
time we played, every week, it was my most competitive week because Tay wasn't doing much with her team. Matt wasn't doing much. I was like, okay, this is a race between me and Dre.
And then everybody got
And
injured on my team.
You was mauling everybody. And then first week of the playoffs, it's
on
you and Tay, me and Matt. I beat Matt, fine, cool. And then Tay beats you because I'm like, okay, it's gonna be me and Dre in the championship round. This is gonna be my chance for redemption. I haven't beat him all year. This is gonna be the one. Yeah.
Just now?
When we did the draft and then we just forgot about it.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's me and you. Yeah.
You beat me in the playoffs.
No, you beat him in the first round of the playoffs. It's me and you for the championship.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, the next 2 weeks. I think it's a 2-week
Oh, I
championship.
gotta check.
Right. That's the thing. Like,
gotta make a trade.
Dre running through everybody this year.
Right.
Dre ran through everybody. He had like 1 or 2 fluke losses all season, but ran through everybody. First round of the playoff, Tay just come out and beat Dre. And I'm just like, wait, what?
I wasn't paying attention.
Latae James.
But
this is I'm LeBron in my Miami Heat era.
Yo, all right. Next season we're gonna pay attention to it. I'm gonna pay attention because Tay will be in order to. Well, are we finished with tea time?
Yeah.
All right. Because I don't want to.
Because let me tell you
This
something.
is how it starts.
I've been standing on business. Let me tell you something. Because I've been standing on business.
Right.
Because I'm staying my ass in the
Don't answer
house.
that.
No, you're not.
Because people,
That
I
was
am.
you? No.
Let me
Probably.
tell you something. I've been, I wavered a little bit, and I was like, I woke up one day, I was like, why am I woke up, I looked, I was like, I ain't doing this no more. I wavered a little bit. Ooh, my nose ring came out. I wavered a little bit, and then I woke up on Christmas Eve. I was like, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this to myself? And then I was like, nah.
After I told you not to.
I know, but you know what?
I told you not to for like months, bro.
I know, but you know, I'm like, I woke up on Christmas. I was like, on Christmas, my gift to myself is to block. I went on a block party. I went to a block party in Christmas.
Okay, Mutombo, I see you.
Yeah, I was like, no,
Not today.
not ever again.
I'm over here singing.
You know,
Don't confuse it, because each and every one of us in 2024.
you never going to Splash Mountain again, bro.
Yeah, we. I'm done.
Came
You
in.
never.
I'm done.
It's over for you. Splash Mountain is closed down.
The ride is closed.
The ride is closed forever.
Just know, all that said, in 2024, each and every one of us coming for everything we owe.
I was not ready
yeah.
for that one. I was not ready for
definitely. 2024 is the year of
Splash Mountain is closed.
of redemption. Splash
You
Mountain.
saying
being-
that just
Splash Mountain
brings
being
me to
closed.
my favorite moment of this year, which send me down on the running
Backshot
time.
sound like bongos.
No,
Yo, no.
That was my favorite moment.
Send me down.
Sitting down. My daughter and I tried to watch Pootie Tang the other day while I've been on vacation.
Why
She
did
was
you
like,
try
"What
to
is
watch that
this?"
with your daughter?
She was like, "What is this?" I was like, "Forget it. Just turn to something else."
Yo, I stopped talking to this girl one time when she was like, "Yo, I don't like the 5 heartbeats."
nah, hell no. She had to go. That's just no.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
stupid.
I was like,
That's like saying I don't like poetic justice. Wait, what?
"What?"
No. Or if you never saw Crooklyn, like
Brooklyn,
Like, how-
classic.
These are old time stuff, though.
And then you know, Peter's about to say a Bronx Tale, right? And then,
don't-
Nah.
don't.
Great movie, but nah.
but
It was a good movie.
Ain't got nothing on New Jack City, though.
While we get into the next topic, there was some breaking news. The Knicks are finalizing a trade.
Oh, no, it's finalized. It's
Oh,
Who they-
it's
who
done.
they
They're
sending?
sending R.J. Barrett
Stupid
and
shit.
Emmanuel quickly to Toronto for
OG
Anunoby.
Stupid shit.
So this
Dog.
this helps them on defense. And that's
Fucking-
about it.
Fucking
The
stupid.
Knicks are the worst.
The
man.
best assets that they got, they gave up. Both of them.
Well, you knew, but here, I don't agree with getting rid of Quickly, right? But you Quickly was blocked because Brunson ain't going nowhere, right? And if the rumors are that they're gonna go after what's his face in Cleveland,
Oh, Spider?
they're gonna go after Mitchell,
Yeah.
okay, or they're gonna try to get another guard. Quickly wasn't ever gonna get anywhere. He was
Well,
always gonna
Zion.
he was always gonna be a bench guy.
He was
They're
going to be a
trying
part
to
of the
get Zion.
trade.
RJ, we knew was
gone.
going to get gone somewhere.
Right.
But here's my bigger issue. I said this at the beginning of the year. Why are the Knicks making this trade? The big reason why the Knicks are making this trade is because they need to shore up defensively. Why do they need to shore up defensively? Because Mitchell Robinson is hurt again. He's out again. I said get rid of Mitchell Robinson. This man is a bum. He's worse than a bum. He's a bum's bum. A bum wouldn't even give him money.
Bum ass bitch.
I mean,
No, he a bum. Greg Oden been injured less than Mitchell Robinson.
That is absurd.
Stop it.
That is absurd.
Mitchell Robinson get up in the morning injured.
I mean, that's some Anthony Davis shit. But
At this point, I'd rather have Zion.
well, that's where they heading to. Which, by the way, that bus comment that I was saying about Zion is looking more and more.
Also, not Zion storming off to the bench looking like a kid that got sent to his room.
Man, yo.
Have y'all seen that clip?
I hate being right. I swear to God, I hate being right. I told people about Zion, but nobody wanted him. Oh, but he's averaging 20-something. Yeah, when he plays. He's
He's a bust.
boy, he is looking like, I'm not a bad kid now.
He left me hanging. That was for a high five. Yeah, he's not used to being the wrong people.
I swear, yo.
He's not used to it.
That shit
He had
is
a
so,
wrist too high to do
that
it.
shit is funny, yo.
It's
He's
like Neil
always
Sean.
like he's just gaining more weight as the season progresses. And I don't get it. I just don't understand it.
He's a bum.
They should have.
Bum.
The writing was on the wall, and what's this in-season tournament when they played the Lakers? Right was on the wall then. I already knew it.
Bro, the writing was on the wall at the
It was
beginning
there.
of the season.
No, I
man.
mean, but it reassured everything that I've been saying in that game.
Not the Lakers going hard for the in-season tournament though, but not for everything else.
Motherfuckers hung a
Hey,
banner.
LeBron needed it. That's it. We're gonna take it, and that's it.
Them motherfuckers hung a banner.
Yo,
They
he
need to go
he
for
needed
it.
a consolation prize.
For sure.
A consolation championship.
My man
Right.
said we're gonna pop bottles like this is the bubble. No,
No.
man, just no.
Nah, that's the NBA. The NBA put the bottles in there. I've been like,
That was
yo,
weird.
yo, can we move to the next game? Like, we have a game in 2 days.
Boy.
Like,
If you're gonna do it like this,
They
then
hung a
the
banner.
finals of the in-season tournament should be held during All-Star Weekend.
I like that idea.
it has
If
to
you're
be-
gonna make it a big deal like
That's
this, where you
true.
want them
I
to
like that
celebrate,
idea.
the
Book it.
final game
I
of
like
the
that
in-season
idea.
tournament should be held during All-Star Weekend. It'd be better than half the shit they do during All-Star Weekend as it is.
Yeah, but then you'd have to treat the All Stars like they do in the NFL, like the Pro Bowl is. If you're in the in-season
I'm cool with
tournament, someone like LeBron and AD, who are potential All Stars, can't be in the All Star game.
Hey, it's fine.
I say fuck the
I'm fine
All
with
Star
that.
game altogether. I'm tired of watching it. It's boring as shit to me.
The All-Star game doesn't do anything.
The All Star game needs
It
to go
doesn't do
back.
anything for me.
The All Star game needs to go back to individual jerseys. I'm tired of these All Star game
I
jerseys.
love that shit. Right? And it got to be like the old jersey,
It has to.
like
I
the
miss
old Toronto
1995
Raptors jersey.
ones.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like in the what's the Grizzlies? You remember the Grizzlies?
Yeah.
And no, here's the thing though, you don't have to really do that because if you held the finals of the in-season tournament game on Friday
Yeah.
and did the All-Star game on a Sunday, you give them 48 to 24 to 36 hours of rest.
I'm clocked
They
out
can
after
still
Friday. Honestly.
they can still come in and play. You listen, you don't need the skills competition anymore. You could definitely
That's more entertaining
trash
than
the
the
dunk
dunk
competition at this point.
Does Blake Griffin still play in the NBA?
Nope.
No.
He
I
just
forgot
retired
all
this
about
season.
him.
He jumped over a Kia to celebrate his retirement.
That's the last time I watched the All-Star game.
When he jumped over the Kia.
Yeah, that's the last one I remember.
The last dunk contest I think I
That's the
saw
last one I remember.
was when Aaron Gordon got robbed again.
Yeah.
Fucking Dwayne Wade and his purple ring earrings. I'm never gonna forget that. That
But-
pissed me the.
So we're gonna go into your or nah. BK Matt, you again.
Are the Knicks making the playoffs? Nah.
Nah, right? The music is definitely you know.
All right, all
Post
right.
it, so.
So I'm going to do. I'm not doing the energy no more.
Oh, and the Knicks traded a second-round draft pick.
That they won't use
That-
anyway.
they're
so
not
don't
going
worry
to
about
use
it.
right anyway.
But
so.
no, if you don't do it, you gotta leave.
What?
You gotta leave.
I mean, I would get up and get my water at least. You know. All right, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, get mine too when you do it.
Can you get me a coffee?
The fuck is this?
Is Brooklyn in here tonight?
Do your intro.
Do your intro.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy BK Mac.
Wait, tell her. Did you have to look at the
No,
phone when you
I
did
was
it?
getting. I was getting.
He's like, I gotta make sure I don't miss a word. Hold on. It's what's up? What's up?
That's what it looked like. It looked like you was following the bouncing ball just now. Like,
I don't know
I hate you
what I'm
guys.
doing.
I'm sorry.
here for
All right,
the
y'all do it
promo.
again. Do it
No,
again.
I
I'm sorry.
don't. I'm not doing it again. I did it once. I'm not doing it again. But yo,
Neil.
What's up?
what's up?
Run it. Bruh, man.
All right, it's your boy BK Mac. This is the section of the show we call Yerrr and All, where we ask questions that's. Yeah, I hate y'all niggas, dude. I swear to God, I get on my nerves. Sick of y'all.
Does
Fuck it.
Tommy really have a job?
You know what? I'm just gonna go. All right, fuck it, whatever. Shohei Ohtani just signed $700 million. How much is he really getting? It's 600 or something, right?
He's only getting, I think it's like a million or something every year. He's deferring like mad money.
Right,
only.
like we getting $1 million each.
Yeah, only, like,
But all right, this boy balling right now, right? So he's
$2 million a year. He's deferring $68 million every year.
That's some taxi shit, right? I wouldn't doubt it.
Nah, so the reason why Shohei said he did it is because he wanted the team to use the money to be able to continue to build the team around him every year.
where would we be without Pete though? We would
The
sit here and
Asian
sound like some
Republic.
idiots.
Right.
Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. They turning the LA Dodgers to the Asian Republic, boy. Like,
yo, he gotta stop. He gotta stop.
Yo, the cancellation about to be real.
yo.
what?
The Asian Republic is about to. You can't
Yo,
say stuff
They
like
just
that.
They just spent close to $1 billion on 2 players. Am I lying?
But what they got to do with the Asian Republic though?
I think the next dude that they got was Asian.
But what the? Hey,
2 of the
Zach,
top.
continue.
just say what you gotta say.
Continue.
Jesus Christ.
Yamamoto.
I gotta relax.
Yes.
All right, I gotta relax. I got you.
God damn.
Damn. All right. So, all right. Shohei Ohtani is doing some weird shit. I mean, I'm going to ask y'all this question. Y'all already know my answer. But boy out here buying Porsches for his teammate's wife. Now, the story behind it apparently is she did some promo thing on Instagram or whatever, to try to get him to sign to the Dodgers. So he wanted to thank her by getting her a Porsche. Now, is Shohei Ohtani out of pocket, Yerrr and All? Tay?
Nah.
Female shit. I don't even know
Stop
why.
calling me a female. I'm a woman. It's a difference. You can have a female cow. You can have a female shrimp. I'm a woman. It's a difference. When you say
married.
female, I automatically think Hotep. Okay? Woman.
Just call me a hoe.
Hotep. Okay?
Tapping on hoes.
Hotep. All right? At the moment you say female, I think you're about to sell me a bean pie and a final call. So can you please?
My milk of magnesia.
Yes. Okay?
And the
So,
room.
no, I don't think it's weird. And no, I'm not going to explain myself, okay? I'm starting to get hangry again.
She's
Next.
married. She's married.
Next.
She's married.
So what? Obviously, they struck a deal. A Porsche is a Porsche. Of course.
So the true story behind it, Matt,
No,
is...
it's not weird.
Right.
You're
Well,
weird.
It's
so
weird.
Shohei Ohtani wore the number 17 when he was with the Angels. That's his number.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Kelly, who's a reliever with the Dodgers, wore the number 17 since 2019. That's been his number while he's been with the Dodgers. And his wife made a social media campaign and a video to try and get Ohtani to come to the Dodgers, but legitimately said if he came to the Dodgers, all of Joe Kelly's number 17 stuff, like she would petition her husband to give up the number for Ohtani.
And that's cool.
And so Ohtani signed with the Dodgers, and then another video came out where his wife took one of his jerseys and drew the number 99 on the back of his jerseys. And Joe Kelly has given up his number 17 to Ohtani, and as his gift to his wife, to Joe Kelly's wife, who basically did all the legwork to convince her husband to give up his number, right? He gifted her with a Porsche.
Suck ass motherfucker. That's
Not
weird.
sucker.
When you make it $700 million,
He could get another goddamn number. You make it $700. You $700 million.
that's his number.
Get another fucking number.
17's his number.
What's 17 to $700 million goddamn dollars?
So,
Tell that to NFL players who literally go to other teams and want their numbers. Tell that to basketball players who want their numbers when they get traded to other teams. There's significance to a number, right? Listen, Jordan even said it. When he changed numbers, okay, it wasn't the same. He went back to 23.
Still got kicked
so
out
I'm
of
gonna say
the playoffs.
nah. I'm gonna say nah,
You got wilder.
I want a Porsche.
and it's because of this.
He's
Right?
fucking his wife.
What the hell?
I'm done.
That's
No,
what-
see, that's what
that's
I'm talking
what I
about. When me and you spoke about this on the phone, you taking it there when it's really not.
It's not that.
It's really not.
All right, Joe Kelly, check on your goddamn wife. That's all I'm saying. That's not,
We would like to publicly state that the opinions of BK Matt does not represent the
So,
entire
all right.
Yerrr Sports
all right,
Show.
cool. If I buy yo girl a whole new car, knowing
After-
all you've been
wait,
doing
time out.
is
After-
getting her spark plugs for her car. I get her a whole new car.
Time out. After,
You ain't gonna feel some type of way.
Wait. After Pete does something nice, after she does something nice for you,
Joe Kelly ain't do shit.
He gave up his number.
He
gave
ain't had
up
no
his
choice.
number.
He
Yes,
has
he
no
did.
choice.
He did have a choice.
I don't think he has a choice.
everybody
does.
has it. Everybody
How much
has
is he
a choice.
making?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter what.
Probably a
he's
couple
making.
$1 million.
Joe Kelly has
Is
been
it
on.
fucking with $700 million?
Kelly
No,
was
it's
on
a-
the team before him.
He was on the team since 2019, and also you have to
It's a sign
remember.
of respect.
You
Right.
also hold on. You also have to remember that one of them, either Joe Kelly or Shohei Ohtani, has to also buy out the remaining stock of the jersey that has Joe Kelly's name on it because Major League Baseball ain't going to pay to get it back. So now Major League Baseball can produce 17 Ohtanis, but all the Joe Kelly merchandise has to be bought by somebody.
Yep.
Fucking Dodgers could do it.
They're not going to do it.
that.
They just gave
How
out
much is the Porsche
700.
worth?
They just gave out $700 million. You think the Dodgers gonna buy all their jerseys?
They just give us close to $1 billion. It probably is $1 billion at this point.
Probably close.
No,
Well, no,
but-
when
I
you
don't think a lot of people are buying Joe Kelly jerseys.
this is
I don't know
true.
if Anybody is.
Right. So with that being said, it's really not as big of a
taking
deal as you think. I see
Not
how
him
you see
adding
it.
adding a soap opera.
Right. You're adding a soap opera to something nice.
Come on, man. I don't trust that shit.
Yo.
I don't trust that shit. Don't buy no. I ain't buying no married woman a car. A Porsche. A Porsche.
She was the
Adults
reason-
operate in very
Right.
simple ways.
So you buying another man's wife a car? You would do that?
if within reason, yes.
What
If
is
one of
within
your
reason?
if one of your wives, if y'all had a wife, right? And I had the money and your wife did all this campaigning to help out or did something crazy to help the show, yeah, I'm getting them a gift.
For example, let's say for
a
example,
gift or a car?
No, hold on.
Car is the
Why?
gift.
A
He's
car is
700.
a gift.
There's levels
It's
to
not like,
gifts.
It's not like he bought her a
There's
sex
levels
swing
to gifts.
or a dildo.
Right.
I mean, it's not like
He could buy a vibrator, be like, here.
There's
you know,
there's
wow.
levels to gifts.
Put number
A
17
car
on the
is-
vibrator.
A car is wild, bro.
For
That
someone who's making
or like a
200
Birkin
million.
bag,
a Birkin bag, I can understand
a
that,
Birkin bag costs the same as a Porsche.
but it's a bag. It's like it's a bag.
but it's the same price as a Porsche.
but a Porsche is a car, bro.
and it's more functional than a Birkin bag.
Bro, I'm not buying another man's wife a car. That's
You don't
crazy.
have to
But you'll
do
buy
it.
her a Birkin bag. If you bought somebody's wife a Birkin bag, I'd think you fucking before you bought my woman a car.
A bag is more intimate than
Yes.
a car.
Because my
Yes.
husband can drive the car.
That's wild.
Because my husband's not wearing my Birkin bag. My husband can drive my Porsche.
That's wild.
And if
Like
you
my-
bought a woman a Birkin bag, you have to think about the type of color she would like, what type of material she would want, all these little small
So now you gotta
details.
go into very intricate details about
The
the
bag.
bag. With the car, yo, this is yours. It's all paid off. You straight. Here the
Yeah.
keys.
Yeah.
That's it. Go about
and
your
then me
business.
and my husband can go use that for date night. And
Right.
my husband can drive it.
Right. Do whatever you want. Nah.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna.
Kobe.
I'm side-eyed. I'm feeling like something up.
What's the next question?
I want, you know what? Sometimes you have moments where you realize why people are single, and then you kind of.
But I'm just, come on, Tay. Like that's crazy. That's like he like come on. That's like props.
So
That's
if,
like some.
so if Tay brought my girl something, you gonna think Tay and my girl fucking?
That's a.
I'll probably take her away.
I wouldn't doubt it.
If somebody asked, so here's his thing. Like, let's say years down
you
the
think
line.
you're slap box Matt? Me? You gonna-
Let's say no, but let's say years down the line. Hold on, years down
If
the
I
line.
put your girl, and I'm straight, like,
yeah.
yeah, if I did something like that, well, I'm trying to take your girl.
Another man buying another man.
Okay, so Matt, here we go.
Different.
Let's say years down the line,
Not-
you're happily married again, things
Not
like that.
happening, no.
Well, let's just say whatever.
Not happening.
You're in a relationship, whatever it may be, and your nickname.
get married again?
Hold on. Your,
talk about it
hold
another
on.
time.
Your nickname BK Matt. Let's say you copyrighted that as yours, you own it, right? And years later, 10 years later, whatever, somebody comes to you.
Damn,
and they're
my
like,
ribs are
listen,
touching.
Mine's too. I'm hearing my stomach. So I'm like,
and
shit.
and they tell you, yo, listen, we would like to buy the copyright for your nickname because we want to use it for XYZ reasons, things like that. And you're very protective of it. That's yours. You know you built that. And then your partner, your significant other, convinces you, like, listen, it's fine. You can move past it, give it, and you decide because of their convincing to give up the rights to BK Matt the nickname. And that person who then took the copyright from you said, you know what? I'm going to gift your significant other this car because they were the ones who did the legwork to convince you to do this. You going to they fucking?
You want me to answer that also?
Yeah, he gonna think they fucking.
Yo,
There's levels to gifts.
So before you go to the next question, shout out to everybody in the comments because I totally ignored the comments and just was talking.
Shout out to Randy for breaking the news in the comments
Right.
about the RJ Barrett trade.
So my pops says he brought her something in the price range that's affordable and acceptable for someone of his financial status. If hubby feels away, he should step his game up.
Yeah.
Exactly. Now it turns into a competition. He gave him he gave her a Porsche. A Porsche. That's crazy. Dre, I'm sorry. I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging. I gotta relax.
You are bugging.
I gotta relax. I guess. I'm just saying.
You need a Snickers.
And
when you get one, get me one too.
I'm just saying.
Eric Brunson Jr. says, Queen Tavia, my friend.
I am not your friend.
They have this beef going on. I don't know what it is.
We do not have a beef.
Oh, speaking of,
I don't even know.
Listen,
hold
live
on.
on 150. Grizz, I'm gonna tell you right now. I put some legwork in. I've talked to some people. Started the season 2024. It's happening. I'm gonna talk to Dre about details after the show today.
What are we talking about?
Pete is finally, after a year and a half of me telling him to do this, he is finally gonna have his baseball show that I asked him to do.
I will not be watching this. I have no interest.
A whole bunch of
Tavia will be
churros
watching this, and so will
Nathan's
Matt.
hot dogs.
No, not at all.
Peanuts.
I want a hot dog.
Tavia will.
Pause.
Hey, yo.
I had a hot dog at the movie theater the other day.
Whoa.
Hashtag
Listen,
no
there's
brother
a
love.
lot of people
Yeah,
who have
yeah,
had hot
yeah,
dogs in movie theaters.
Y'all
It's
say
a-
pause over the stupidest shit though.
I'm not saying
no
pause.
one eats hot dogs with
Hashtag-
mustard and fucking
hashtag
ketchup.
no brother love.
Y'all are so annoying.
First off, mustard is nasty.
I like hot dogs and ketchup with
I
mustard.
like
You
mustard.
gotta keep the glizzies to yourself there.
Yo, you guys are neglect. How old are you? Golly. So nobody eats a hot dog? Give me a break.
Matt,
You probably stuff it in one bite too.
Whoa.
You gotta relax.
Hey, yo.
You gotta
Your
stop.
mouth wide open.
That was crazy.
We are live,
That
Tavia.
was crazy.
You just open your mouth wider than me.
You gotta stop.
Pause.
Next question, Matt. You losing your segment, Matt.
Hashtag no brother love.
I don't even know what that even means.
Hashtag no hot dogs in here.
Yeah, the glizzy.
Keep the
I hate
glizzies to
how y'all
yourself.
always do pause.
Keep
You
it to a
guys
minimum.
Overdo it with the pause, like it is only with your circles.
What circle she talking about, Dre?
Pause, 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 pause.
Shop business.
Close it down. Burn it.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, Draymond Green suspended indefinitely. Klay Thomas.
Good.
Klay Thompson.
Mine back. Klay Thompson playing like trash. Andrew Wiggins looking like how he was in Cleveland. But the Warriors are looking trash. I'm not gonna lie to you. Thank you. Warriors looking trash. Now, Tavia's been screaming this for like the last season and a half, so I'm not even gonna ask her the urinal question
Ask me first.
because I already know your
Right
answer.
there.
I already know your
Right
answer.
back.
I got Pete one too.
Thank you.
But yeah. So the Warriors are looking like trash. I think they're like what 11th. They might be 11th in the conference. They're not looking like they're going to be a playoff team at all.
Probably not.
So with that being said, Draymond Green just signed this new contract. Klay Thompson is looking for a max deal, which let's be clear, he's not earning it. But
Thank you.
the ongoing
Yo, she's about to
I was trying not to interrupt. I said thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
the ongoing feel is the Warriors looking like they're about to break up. They're looking like their time has passed. They're not even going to make it the second round.
It's so hard.
I don't think so. And I'm feeling sad because you know how I feel about light skinned Jesus. He's doing it all by himself.
Trade everybody.
See, this is why I didn't have to ask her.
Fire Draymond Green.
I think they're getting disillusioned at this point.
Hold on, wait. We haven't asked the most obvious question. Wait. What if this is not the players? What if this is Steve Kerr? What if we just fire the coach? Isn't that always what they do? It's never the player's fault.
They only
right?
did that one
It's
time.
always the coach.
The Warriors only did that one.
It's always the coach.
Shouts out to Mark Jackson. Queens get the money. What?
You are from Brooklyn, sir.
I was doing that for Grizz.
Now Queens get the money.
I did it for
That's
Grizz.
such a simpy thing.
It's
You
what-
should have paused that.
But
Queens get the money.
I was doing it for
Queens
Grizz.
get the
man.
glizzies.
Wow.
Yo.
Wow. Yo, she's got to relax.
The
She got to
more
relax.
you tell me to relax, the
Oh
more
my
I
God.
won't relax.
I'm afraid
Never
these-
tell a woman to relax.
I know. I learned that.
Do you see the glove she has on?
I did.
You
That's
think the
why
girl
I'm,
relaxed?
why you think I'm like,
Shout
like
out to my boy.
Yes.
yeah.
That's why I wore it.
But the question is it time to break up the Warriors?
Yes.
Haters.
No, it's true.
I don't know. I don't know if it's time to break them up. I think it's time to definitely rebuild.
Nah,
Right.
Okay, you using the PC term.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, break the-
No,
it's
I
the
don't
same
think.
thing.
Here's the thing. I don't think Steph goes anywhere.
He's
No,
not.
that's
at
I
all.
don't think Clay goes anywhere.
First, Clay has to go.
No, I don't think Clay goes anywhere because I don't think there's any other team that's going to fit for Clay.
you
Clay's going to go to other places and just
So you're gonna give him
drown.
the max. You're gonna give him the max deal then.
Definitely not going to give him a max deal. And I think Clay is not going to want a max deal because he also knows how that team has to be built. I definitely think Draymond Green should be gone. He should have been gone already. He should be gone tomorrow. He should have been gone yesterday. He should have been gone a week ago. All right, Draymond Green has no business anymore. This type of play is not necessary. Wiggins needs to be gone. They do need to rebuild around the veteran leadership of a Steph and a Clay. But Steph and Clay can no longer be the main attractions of the team.
You thinking Kuminga and Moody? That's where you want to lead to?
I mean, no, I think you continue to rebuild. They're going to have to start drafting smart. I mean, listen, this is essentially what they did. They moved on from the Iguodala era onto
I'm mad you called that the Iguodala. That shit threw me off. I'm like,
they moved on,
my man
but
got one MVP and now it's
they moved on.
Yo, someone said send Draymond to the UFC.
Yes, yes.
But you know he's a punk. Cause he know who to do that to. Though.
He do it to all the international players.
Yeah. He know
one
he
by
know.
one.
Let him,
They all
come
catch
up,
it.
let him come up to a brother. They're like,
Yo, when Meta World
Yo,
Peace when you
what's
need
up?
him?
Yo, shout out to Draymond trying to
Yo,
give it all.
yo.
Let him do that. I can't see him doing that to like somebody like him.
yeah.
If-
When he did it to Anthony, what's his name? Anthony Edwards.
Yeah.
Anthony Edwards was like, "What's up?"
Yo, and Draymond Green also know the era of the NBA he's in. Because Draymond would have never done that to Artest, Meta World Peace. He'd have never done that to Rasheed Wallace. He'd never done that to Ben Wallace.
He would have got his shit rocked.
Yes.
Well, Rasheed Wallace said that he's partially to blame for Draymond Green.
That's cool, but he wouldn't do it to Rasheed Wallace.
I mean, hey man.
Ben Wallace at that. Either.
No.
Ben Wallace would have knocked his ass.
He wouldn't have done it to
Ben
Steven
Wallace-
Jackson.
And Steven Jackson would have put him on the floor too.
Yo, Stat 5 is a different breed, man. I wouldn't even look his way if I was.
He wouldn't even done that to Amari Stoudemire.
Right. Same
wouldn't-
motherfucker that broke his fucking hand punching the glass window.
Yeah, but he still wouldn't have did it to him.
Yeah.
He knows. Draymond knows who to play that with. That's how I know he's a bully.
You know, I mean,
That's
the way
how
he
I
made
know
Jordan
he's.
Poole, though.
That's how I know he's a bully.
Jordan Poole deserved that.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Jordan Poole deserved
But that's
that.
how I know he deserves that, though. Let me tell you something. Draymond Green, I don't know. Maybe it's an issue. Maybe he needs to go to therapy. I don't know.
He's doing therapy.
Thank God.
It ain't working.
Thank
We
God.
don't even
We
know
don't know
yet.
that
He
yet.
didn't come back yet.
But you know what? It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. It's time. They won the rings. They did what they were supposed to do.
Right.
You know what? It's time. Blow it all up. Trade everybody. Bye. Bye. Draymond Green shouldn't play in the NBA no more. Go to the UFC.
I'm not gonna hold you.
Go
I'm
to
surprised he
Bellator.
is.
Go sit down. You're done.
You know it's bad when you can't even. I could. You know how I try to defend a lot of the things.
Yo,
that
we
he
bring-
I've
did.
been saying
I
this for
could
years.
not.
Yo,
do
we
it.
bringing back Bum Fight, sponsored by the Yerrr Sports Show. Draymond Green, come find us. Come find us.
Yo, the way he.
Our Kimbo Slice is Draymond.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I saw him, I'm like, I couldn't even defend that. I'm like, yo, it wasn't even like he.
And then he played with them Europeans. Them Europeans was
Yeah.
really fuck him up. He playing.
If he was in Europe,
You take
No,
him out one by
overseas?
one.
No, one time I saw this Russian dude knock out this hood dude before in school. They used to fuck with this Russian dude
they
because
fight.
this dude thought they
fight.
thought that this Russian dude because he didn't really speak English that well that they thought that they could just bully this kid. This Russian dude fucked this dude up bad. And I was like, that's what you get.
Sound like Joker. So the Morris twins shot. Yo, Joker he wasn't with none of them. He's like,
and then his Joker's
brothers was like,
big.
yo, we'll
Joker's
catch
brothers
you.
is big as him.
Yeah,
Like,
we'll catch you.
He will beat that ass.
Hey man, but
Beat that ass.
that is my
I
section
like
of
him.
Yerrr and all. Thank you guys.
Good job, Matt.
What's up?
I don't like you guys. I really don't.
Please get the money.
I'm just saying this gum. It's not
So-
helping.
so
I'm
just-
starving right now. It's crazy.
Just to get into a few short topics.
Not a few short topics.
Yeah, a few.
That's a shot. That's what we're doing.
Nah. So, Ja Morant, he came back. The Grizzlies are 4-1 with him back in the lineup. They did just
Do you know he posted something about a gun again, right?
Yes.
He
yes.
can't help himself.
Right. He can't. You remember what I said originally when Apology came out, the first one, and I was like, "This ain't it." And then y'all was like, "Nah, this ain't it."
I said it.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Like,
The
this
second
ain't
one
it.
happened.
The second one, I was like, "Nah, fam. I told y'all about the first one." Now, again,
Yo, he needs to get sponsored by the NRA or something.
yeah, for real. You need to be the first athlete sponsored by the NRA. 'Cause
Yo,
ain't no way.
Ain't no way.
Ja Morant is Yosemite Sam in the league. Crazy. It's crazy. My man.
Ja 2 guns up. Like
Ja,
Morant.
2
like,
guns
Ja
up.
trying,
He
Ja,
love a gun.
that man is trying to.
He love a gun.
He's trying to live Gilbert Arenas' legacy.
You can't.
Yo,
Gilbert Arenas did that
is
one
talking
time.
Too much.
Yeah.
Yo, he's
Gilbert
talking
Arenas wild.
Hey, you know what? He's talking above his range.
For real, he is talking about.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm a fan of the show.
I
I'm a
like
fan.
the show.
Especially
You
But-
would think with the information he has that he was like that dude at that time. Like you was married to one of the Gavon girls. Like it's not like you was like hanging out, rubbing shoulders with like the Halle Berrys of the world for me to really believe.
No,
it.
but Agent Zero was a thing.
He was a thing in the league.
Hibachi.
Hibachi in the league.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He was a thing, though.
Yeah, but he was.
You can't put
Can we
50
be
on,
realistic
can't
about
put
Gilbert
50 on
Arenas? How
Kobe
many
and that.
years were we really talking about Gilbert Arenas?
I don't think
I want to say from 02 to like 05.
Yeah. So that little 3-year stretch, that was it.
Hey, man.
How many other point guards was going crazy?
Around that time.
we were really not talking about. He was not like on the tier A of point guards in the NBA between 02 and 05. Not when you had Jason Kidd. Not when you had Allen Iverson. Not when you
Steve Nash.
Steve Nash.
They traded they traded Iverson to Denver around that time frame, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For who?
Yeah,
No.
Chauncey
They-
Billups was in the league.
Chauncey
at that time,
Billups
too.
was
He won a
and won a
championship.
champion.
Won a championship, baby.
But Chauncey Billups is still a tier A.
Ja
point guard
Morant
at that
remind
time.
me.
What?
Ja
At
Morant
that
remind
time.
me
Tier
of.
A is a stretch. I don't think it was a tier
Ja
A.
Morant.
Cool,
Ja Morant
Yeah,
come
I don't
out
think
to
it was-
be like.
Once they won that championship,
He
in
was
04,
teetering.
05.
He was teetering. I'll give him.
And Derek Fisher was considered a tier
Oh,
A.
hell no.
I think Derek Fisher was a tier A because of the team around him.
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
You
I
put
said
Derek
he was
Fisher.
considered- He was considered, but you put his ass over fucking.
Deron Williams
like
was
when
still
you
in
put
the league.
like when you put him on Utah, Derek Fisher on Utah, you really saw Derek Fisher really was.
That's when I started realizing he had an ugly ass shot. When he was in Utah, I was like, yo, that's an ugly ass shot. Come on. I don't know. Maybe it was the jerseys that made
Still
me
not
pay
ugly to
attention.
Sean
bro. I was like,
Marion.
Sean Marion's shot was crazy. But
Still
it was
winning,
some-
though.
Yeah, it still winning. But some of the
Congratulations to him.
Yes.
Congratulations to him. He's in this Hall of Fame.
But Ja Morant reminds me of
Everybody gets into the NBA Hall of Fame. you know this.
of Papa Doc from 8 Mile.
Who?
Like at the end of the day,
Ja
it's just
Morant is
like
Papa Doc
it's like
from
you
8 Mile
think
for
you
sure.
gangster, your real name Clarence, bro. Like come
Terrence
on.
parents had the really good man.
Yeah, like
crazy.
that's just not Ja
That's
Morant's
me.
life,
I'm
right?
just saying, he's still assaulting the league.
But you're
bro.
not Pop. No, you're not Papa Doc. Like you really about
Right.
that. So-
But Ja Morant ain't about that life. Ja Morant wants to be about that life, but
you know
I
what?
feel like
I
I feel
can't
like
even
they
say
need to
that.
have
I
a
don't know.
scared straight for
I don't
NBA players because if Ja Morant actually had to like live in like the hood and deal with
South
this shit,
Carolina.
I can't
Stop
say.
it.
Where's
no,
he from? He's from South Carolina.
Him and Zion are, they lived near each other, but I can't say he's not about that life because I don't know that man. But ain't no way, ain't no reason that when you come back after being suspended for 25 games, 5 games in, like you in a Jamaican club, bro. Like, come on, like,
This is
stop,
a Jamaican club,
like,
you
stop.
gotta relax.
But my question was, can he bring them to the playoffs? Bring them out there?
Hell yeah.
the front?
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
I mean, he's averaging 26.8 points since he came back, almost 9 assists a game. Like the guy's balling right now. Guy's balling. I mean, no one's ever questioned Ja Morant's talent on the court. Right. No one's ever questioned that. And prior to this whole controversy starting, nobody ever worried about Ja. Ja Morant was looked at one of the future stars of the future face of the NBA. Right before all this broke down. No one's going to question his on-court talent. And Memphis has a very good young team around him that he can push to the playoffs. The question is going to be, does he have the greatest ability? Is he going to have availability? Is he going to be on the court? Is he going to fuck up again? That's going to be the question.
He bound for he bound for it. I hope he don't, but he's bound for it.
I think he got to get out of Memphis.
He has to get...
I really feel like he is. No, that's what I'm saying. You got to get.
He has to go. I tell you, he has to go to Miami. He has to sit with Pat.
That's crazy.
He has to go with Pat Riley. Pat Riley gonna make sure.
That is like
Pat Riley gonna make sure.
Nobody wants that.
Pat Riley dealt with Shaq, and then he traded him.
That's a fact. That is
but Shaq was no fucking John
No.
Morant.
No, he's
problem is there's no
distractions.
Immaturity and gun toting.
The most veteran member of that Memphis team, and this is another problem. The most veteran member of that team is Derrick Rose. There are no veterans on that team.
Derrick Rose
and Marcus Smart,
Stephen Adams.
Yeah, there are no. But Stephen Adams is the problem also himself.
Yeah, Stephen Adams.
If he's available,
Stephen Adams hurt for the year.
My thing is, and this is what a lot of NBA teams are missing. Right. This is why Udonis Haslem served the role that he served in Miami. This is why even
teammates.
He didn't beat up teammates, bro.
So y'all didn't hear the stories. Okay.
It's why certain players serve the roles that they serve on certain teams. They're not there to play minutes. They're there to play maybe one or three games a season.
Do you wear?
11 and 0.
And you 5'2"?
Yeah, Matt, me, you wear the same size.
Not Nate, not Matt Milton, not Matt having the Nate Robinson feet. But
and the height.
Right. The problem is there's no veteran leadership on these teams. There's no veterans on these teams.
Can y'all tell if Matt is standing up or not?
These young no.
No, I can't.
Matt standing up is the same height as Tavia sitting down.
Yeah,
look, let's see it.
But there's no veterans on these teams. There's no veteran leadership. There's no vets that when these young kids come in,
veterans in the league,
help guide these young kids where they need to go. And that's the thing. When you're John Morant, who's gonna tell you what you can and cannot do in Memphis?
So KG,
the law is gonna
the law, definitely the law. But on KG Certified, Doc Rivers just said this the other day.
Not Doc Rivers.
God.
These players are soft, and what he means by soft is that they can't be coached. They can't be coached like hard. Like
now I know why he got fired. He said shit like that. Now I know
but
why he got fired.
But realistically, like he's serious.
I mean,
like you
the
can't
league
say
is
anything.
soft.
You can't say anything to these players. And he did mention, well, a lot of these players are scrutinized a lot more because of social media. Cool, that's cute, but you got to be coachable. You can't. And everybody having their own individual coaches at the games doesn't help. Everybody going to halftime and first thing they're doing, jumping on the phones, don't help. Everybody going out and being on team buses on their phones don't help.
The Hall of Fame coaches we grew up with would not want to be a part of this.
They'll all be fired.
Pat Riley would not be able to coach in today's league.
I don't believe that.
Pat Riley would only be able to coach the team that he currently owns.
Yeah.
Jerry Sloan would not have been able to coach in this league. Phil Jackson, back when he was a great coach, would not have been able to coach in this league.
Phil Jackson wasn't able to coach.
Chuck Daly would not have been able to coach in this league. Like when we think about the Hall of Fame coaches that built legendary teams in the late 80s, early and mid 90s, even the early 2000s. Like those coaches would not. Larry Brown would not be able to coach now.
Larry Brown couldn't coach back then.
Now, Larry, stop it. Larry Brown was a great coach.
He was a great coach.
No, I'm not saying he wasn't a bad coach. I'm saying as far as reeling in his players, he could not.
Even the softest coach in the league, and I say soft respectfully.
Need I tell you, Iverson?
In terms of the quietest, most soft-spoken coach, Lenny Wilkins. Okay, from his years in Toronto. He wouldn't be able, because players in Toronto will tell you, Vince Carter will tell you, Lenny Wilkins behind closed doors was a different beast than he was out on the court. He seemed like everybody's grandpa. Even Paul Silas.
Right.
Paul Silas seemed in front of the cameras like he was everybody's grandpa. But behind the scenes, he would rip into his players' ass to get them to do what he needed them to do and to get better. And all of these players got better because of these legendary coaches and the way they led. They wouldn't survive in today's league.
All right, you want to know my honest opinion? I feel like it's the ownership. I feel like they're the problem.
Part of it.
And I'm going to say why. Because let's be realistic. These players are making more than the coaches. And in all honesty, they tote more power than the coaches. So why am I going to listen to you if I can control whether or not you have a job?
It's trash, though. But
It's trash, but you just mentioned Doc. I'm not re-signing shit. I don't fuck with boy. Doc got fired. James still skated. Steve Nash. I don't feel like we even need a coach.
they shouldn't even.
Off rip, he was
shouldn't
already undermined soon as he started. I don't feel like we even need a coach.
They shouldn't even sign Steve
You know
Nash.
what I'm saying?
Give away.
Like, and Mike Woodson. What was the freaking new coach that they had in Cleveland? David Black. That was the name, right? David Black. Soon as LeBron was like, nah,
this ain't it.
This ain't it.
This ain't it. He was out.
Ty Lue, you up? Ty Lue, you up?
Yeah, but you know what? I feel like certain players should have that. Nah, it makes you run.
That,
It's not, and I know y'all feel like I get at LeBron a lot, but he was like, well, now I won't even say him. Shaq did it too. Jordan, I don't think Jordan had.
Jordan wielded his power to make sure his coach stayed.
Nah, I can't even say that because if he did, they could have probably won
Only
another
because
2
they
seasons.
won. Only because they won all the time. So it was hard. It's like when things are going really well, like you really can't make those adjustments. Like say, if they lost,
But they didn't, and
exactly
they still,
because they won.
and they still let Phil go.
And that's Jerry Krause. That was
all Jerry Krause,
That was a power trip on Jerry Krause, but also Jerry Krause was being treated like
A stepchild.
like a stepchild.
Yeah, but
in the system,
it's
so.
legit. The players. It's like the first inclination of a player.
That's a nice word, man. Okay.
Thank you. I'm trying, man.
Look at you.
I'm trying. But yeah, my first inclination of a player wielding power like that was Shaq. That's my first thought, and then it just kept carrying on. Then it became like the Tracy McGrady's. Then it became.
I'm pretty sure it was before that.
I'm almost certain it was.
No, it was. Magic Johnson did that.
Yeah, well,
but you had,
right.
But it also
Right.
it also is it's based on the mindset of the players coming in, right? And a lot of this also, I want you to understand this trajectory also started when players started spending less time in college. They weren't being coached in college. When you look at a lot of these players that came to the league, spent 3-4 years in college with heavy-handed coaches. When you were down there with, Thompson, Krzyzewski, all of them, you were getting coached by high-level coaches. And you were being taught the necessity of having a coach, of having someone on the bench that knew what they were talking about. You understood your role as much as a Jets fan, I hate Bill Belichick for being the coach of the Patriots and everything that the Patriots stand for, and also the way that he walked out on the Jets.
I was gonna say he was on defense.
One of the things you can always respect about Belichick's system is Belichick always preached to know your role on the team.
Shut your mouth.
That part. But you know your role, you play your part, you do what you need to do, and it's next man up. That's it. And even Pop does it in San Antonio, right? And that's the thing. Ego has grown in these players, and a lot of that has come from, I'm 19 years old and everybody thinks I'm hot shit. I'm 16 years old and my game's on ESPN and everybody thinks I'm hot shit. I could walk around my entire town at the age of 17 and everybody's willing to give me whatever I want for free and I don't got to lift a finger and do work. They don't understand hard work. Kobe used to say this all the time when you hear about interviews of Kobe, what they always used to say, why didn't Kobe not pass the ball? Because Kobe would walk into the gym for practice and he'd see how his teammates would practice. Oh, you showing up late. Oh, you leaving early. Oh, you not putting in the effort in practice. You not treating this like it's a game.
Right.
So for you, this is just something you do. This is my job. This is how I put food on the table for my children. This is my legacy. So why am I going to pass you the ball when I can't trust you?
But Kobe's ego is bad because he didn't go to college either.
True, but
It started with Kobe.
Kobe's father was really big on him in terms of like getting that mindset in on him.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah,
still the
took
same
power
thing.
till later in his career too.
Right.
I think the last team to have that, this is your set, this is your position, this is what you do, this is what you do, is that Celtics team that won the championship.
Yeah.
08.
The 08 team.
But it was also all veterans.
Until the time that it ended. It was all veterans, but you did have young players. Rondo, you had Perk, you had Big Baby, you had a couple other
Shit,
people.
when Perkins was young.
He looked the same. So, shouts to Perk. But
I ain't gonna hold you. I was a little wary about him being. He makes sense
sometimes.
sometimes.
The next question. Joel Embiid said,
Are we going back to football anytime soon?
yes,
Thank you.
football is right after this. Next question is,
Because once you said Joel Embiid, I got bored.
he said Wemby should be more like KD or Joel Embiid.
How could he? Because the Spurs absolutely suck. Not worse than the Pistons.
It's not his fault.
Well,
Pistons
definitely
are
not
terrible.
worse than the Pistons.
Pistons are terrible.
The Pistons is not a topic because we're going to sit there and have a funeral for the Pistons.
Are you ready to admit that KD is a?
When did this turn into us dogging KD?
I mean, when are you gonna admit it? Because you ignored me in the chat, but
I asked why
we'll
would I
say
be.
that. We'll save that for 151.
So all right, the thing
Go ahead.
is,
We'll
Joel
say-
Embiid is talking trash, basically saying that Wemby needs to find his identity. Who
Just
who
join
does
the league.
he needs to figure out what type of player he wants to be, either a KD or like me. First of all, motherfucker, who are you? Like, let's be 100. You ain't win not one championship. You barely. Joker gave you a consolation prize by tapping out towards the end of the season so you can get your MVP.
No,
You gotta relax.
That was voter fatigue for Joker. They didn't want to give Joker all three in a row.
Let's be 100.
So that's all
Joker
it was.
could have got MVP last season.
Yeah.
So
He would have deserved it last season.
who? Joker? You don't think Joker?
I said he would have deserved.
Oh, I was supposed to.
I hate when my mouth touches the mic. Oh my god! Blah. Yeah, but y'all say pause after everything. And I didn't
I
want
didn't
my mouth
say
to
it
touch
though.
it, right?
I didn't say
I
it.
was going to say pause,
I was
but then
thinking. I was
we
thinking.
didn't want to get yelled at.
Good.
Yeah, well, I was thinking it though.
Good.
It was,
Pause.
That was
Pause. Hard pause.
That
Soft
was
pause.
crazy.
Get off your phone.
I'm looking up information.
That's our statistician. You got to think
But yeah,
Turn to the side.
Trying to make your Durant point for you over
I'm
here.
just saying, Joel Embiid, you gotta relax. You're nobody really to be sitting there talking about Wemby needs to find his identity when, in all honesty, you need to find yours because you're practically non-existent in the playoffs, which is horrendous. The East is fair game. You're supposed to be dominating. Who the hell is supposed to be? Who the hell can hold you in the Eastern Conference? Who?
Nobody.
So why are y'all not doing anything?
Yeah, but they're third place.
They're in third place. It won't mean shit in the playoffs.
It won't mean anything.
Huh? It won't mean shit in the playoffs.
The East is reverting backwards. We need.
They're in
So,
third place.
in
They're
all
only a
honesty-
game- they're only a game behind Milwaukee.
And that's cute. Like I said, it won't mean shit in the playoffs. They can have home court advantage, and Kawhi Leonard can hit a back of the backboard shot and send him home crying. You are nobody to be sitting there talking about this guy need to find his identity when you still need to find yours.
He's 18 years old, and Tay said it a little bit earlier when the topic first started. He just got into the league. The kid's still trying to get accustomed to how the NBA plays, the NBA speed, understanding, what he needs to do from Popovich's point of view. Like, let the kid get a full season in, and then we can talk about, well, should he be more like this and more like that? Right now, the guy's out. Right now, the guy's out with an ankle injury. Let the kid rest up. That's it.
I just think he needs to relax.
And also, didn't Embiid not find himself to like season 7?
He's still,
That is what I was getting. That was the point that I
Facts,
was
B.
gonna make.
Facts.
you said season 7. He still hasn't found himself. You don't know what to do in pressure situations. You don't know if you want to play on your injury. You don't even know if you are injured. You don't know what you're doing. You don't know if you want to be a shooter. You don't know if you want to be a back to the basket type big man. You don't know what you want to do. You don't know what type of player you are.
Facts.
There's only one big man that knows who he is, and that's Joker. My man moves at his own pace. His. That's it.
Right. So the next question, back to the NFL for Peter, because you know where I'm going with this.
Oh Lord.
Are we sleeping on? No, I don't speak French here. Is Peter sleeping on the Ravens?
Yes.
No.
They beat the teams that you said that if they beat, then you need to take them serious.
Nah, fuck that. We got to hold him accountable. Admit it.
You got
You are wrong. Admit it. He deserved the contract.
And you're gonna jinx them, and they're gonna win the
And they're
Super
gonna
Bowl.
win the
They're not
Super
gonna win the
Bowl.
Super Bowl.
What?
They're not gonna win the Super Bowl.
All right.
They're not winning the
Okay.
Super Bowl. They're not winning
I
the
feel
Super
like
Bowl.
they're going to get there. Well,
No,
who's
they're
going to
not.
stop them?
No, they're not.
The most complete team.
Not
they
the
just beat.
Chiefs.
The most complete team they just beat.
Well, any given Sunday.
I hear that.
No, absolutely.
Was there for any second that you didn't sit there and think that Baltimore belonged where the hell they were in that game?
Nope. Not
All
me.
right then.
Not me.
Who's Lamar throwing to in the playoffs?
Odell?
Who's Lamar throwing to in the playoffs?
Are you talking about because Mark? What's the name?
He has no receivers. And again, this
So
is
he
my.
can't run?
Here's the biggest issue that I have with the Baltimore Ravens, right? And here's why I say what I say about them every year. We have always seen every single year when the game plan revolves around the quarterback needs to be Superman. It doesn't work in the playoffs.
Versus Tom Brady.
Okay, no, because he had people to throw to.
Who? The mailman?
He had people to throw to.
You did not know none of them damn receivers that Tom Brady.
Nobody
was
needed to
throwing
know who they were. He had Wes
Not
Welker.
one.
He had Wes Welker.
Like, stop.
Okay.
There's somebody, Amendola.
He had Amendola for a couple
Too
years.
many damn syllables.
He had Gronk.
That's the only one we know.
Okay. He had the other one whose name we shall not name.
Who, Gonzalez?
We said we're not going to name the name.
Oh, my bad. I had it relaxed.
Right.
Oh,
Right.
I knew it was something.
But they lost.
He had Corey Dillon in
Yes.
the running back.
You got that
Don't
one.
high five him.
Nah,
You
she was
know-
right.
you know
I'm giving what?
You know what year? He's a Jets fan.
So here's the thing, right? Yes, they beat.
said Gonzalez.
They beat
That's the
San
year.
Francisco.
That's the year they lost to the.
They beat San
the
Francisco.
Patriots.
I said Gonzalez,
Right.
but you knew where I was going.
Yeah.
He got mad.
They
I
beat.
knew not to say it.
They beat San Francisco. You're right. 33-19. But what
Right.
also happened in that game? What also happened in that game?
Tell us, Peter.
Who's that wonderful girl?
Brock Purdy threw 5 interceptions.
Who was that?
Brock Purdy threw 5 interceptions. So let's not sit here and say that Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens offense won the game. They
didn't say
didn't.
that. I didn't say
By
that.
the way, Cam Newton was right
Baltimore's
about Brock Purdy.
defense
Yeah.
pressured Brock Purdy into having the worst game of his career. Now, yes, may that game have cost Brock Purdy the MVP?
100%.
And might Lamar Jackson get that MVP because Brock Purdy had a 5-interception game? It might just have cost Brock Purdy the MVP. But I damn sure am not going to sit here and say that just because they pressured Brock Purdy into 5 interceptions in one game, that means Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens are the world beaters and are going to win the NFL Super Bowl.
33-19.
Overwhelmingly.
I don't think Lamar Jackson should be the MVP for this season. I'm just saying.
I still
that
think it's
outright.
Christian McCaffrey
I do think that.
or
I think. Can I
Tyreek
just
Hill,
can I
Tyreek
just say that the Miami Dolphins are better than the Baltimore Ravens?
Yeah.
offensively, yeah.
Offensively, yeah,
Defensively
absolutely.
too.
No,
I'm
no, I
sorry.
wouldn't go that far.
I
Baltimore got
don't-
the best defense in the league right now.
Yeah, right now. On any given Sunday, I'm just saying, any given Sunday, y'all.
Who do they play next?
Miami.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then, if they beat Miami, what you got to say?
I didn't say anything about Miami.
No,
I
but-
brought up Miami.
no. But if they beat Miami, what would you?
Oh,
Listen,
say?
they're going-
Pete
They're
was,
gonna
Pete was on a tear a
Okay.
couple episodes ago
Yo,
about.
you gotta stop going on some tears, man. 'Cause you know what you did a couple years ago.
You did that.
Just no, I'm not gonna complain if Baltimore wins.
Listen, right now, Baltimore's the number 1 seed.
Yes.
100%.
Okay, in the AFC.
Yep.
They play Miami next week. If this week, tomorrow, if Miami beats them, okay, then Miami becomes the number 1 seed, right? So I have no doubt Baltimore's making the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah, Baltimore may even make the AFC Championship game.
Yeah, I don't think it's a May. I think that's gonna happen.
Okay,
Barring
but I
injuries.
don't see, and there's nobody to say that they probably don't make the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I don't think they win the Super Bowl.
Who in the NFC is beating them?
I still think the 49ers will be.
Yeah.
I don't want you to move the goalposts.
You got
He
4
already
teams.
did.
Hold on. You got no.
He
You
already
got
did.
you got 4 teams. You got 4 teams.
It was right here that you got slide it to the left.
You've got 4 teams in the NFC that I think legitimately have a
only
shot.
one.
No, there are 4 teams
One.
that I think legitimately have a shot.
The Cowboys.
It's the Cowboys. It's the Lions.
Are you fucking serious?
It's San Francisco.
Yo,
And it's Philly.
You are reaching. Ain't no way in hell. you
Detroit's the
believe that
number 2
shit.
team in the NFC.
Ain't no way in hell.
Sorry,
you
number
believe
3
that
team in
shit.
the NFC.
You know, I
Stop.
have the. You know,
Yeah.
I
You
want
are-
the Lions. You
stop.
know, I want the Lions more than. You know, I have
For
the.
sure.
highest
They're the number 3 team in the NFC.
Stop. Yo, they are definitely winning the Super Bowl now. He is full of shit. He is full of shit, and you know you full of shit.
San Francisco's number 1. Philly's number 2.
Dallas ain't
Detroit's
get past the
3.
second round.
And Dallas is
They don't
5.
even have
Hold on.
home field advantage. They're
Right
on the
now.
road the whole playoffs.
Dallas
Ain't
plays
no way in
Detroit.
They're
hell.
good on the road though.
If Dallas plays Detroit tomorrow. Oh no, today actually.
Today.
Dallas plays Detroit today. Today is going to determine whether or not Dallas is going to be in the top 3 or they're not. But at the end of the